More Republican House candidates are securing close election victories. In California, Democrat Chrissy Smith has now conceded to Mike Garcia, who retained his congressional seat in the 25th district north of Los Angeles. Marionette Miller Meeks won over Democrat Rita Hart in Iowa's 2nd congressional district by just 6 votes. The balance of power in the lower chamber now stands at 222 Democrats, 207 now, with Democrats holding a much slimmer majority than they had hoped. Meanwhile, several newly elected Republicans, including New York Congresswoman-elect Nicole Malliotakis and California Congresswoman-elect Michelle Steele, have banded together to create their own so-called squad, calling themselves the Freedom Force, and they're both with me today. So glad to see both of you. First of all, Michelle, tell me why you felt like you needed to band together and form this force, this Freedom Force. What does it do?
You know what? I think the left is totally out of line from the mainstream America. Like me, that I'm a first-generation immigrant with an accent. I ran for 5 times, and I won all 4. I am grateful to America, and I want to show them that I stick to the issues for lower taxes, smaller government, and less regulations, and stop defunding the police. You know what? People believe that, what I actually promised for, and then I'm going to deliver it. That's why, I'm standing here.
Nicole, I've heard you talk about bringing back values into the conversation. The Freedom Force. Tell me how you're going to take on the other squad.
Well, look, we're a group of people that are bonded by our love of this nation, our desire to preserve freedoms, liberties, and the American dream for future generations. Either we ourselves or our parents came from other countries, and they fled those countries to pursue the American dream. And right now it's under attack by individuals like those members of the Socialist Squad who are looking to chip away our freedoms and really dismantle our economy and our country. And we need to fight back. And we're very passionate about that. And I think what people really need to understand is that nothing in life is free. And that when AOC offers you free stuff, you're paying for it with your freedom. And that is the message that we're going to share by sharing our stories, the stories of our families who have fled those certain circumstances.
Congresswoman-elect Malliotakis and Steele, you guys are now part of quite a sweep on the Hill. Republican women have already set a new record for non-incumbent U.S. House winners. Let's pop it up on the screen. 17 women elected in 2020 so far. That surpasses the previous record of 9 set back in 2010. And now there are 28 women, GOP women, in the new Congress that could still see that number going up because, people are conceding, races are changing right now, but then on into the future. What do you see as the future, Congresswoman-elect Steele?
You know what? Future is us. When you're looking at us, you can see Cuban American, you can see Iranian American, you can see 2 first-generation Korean Americans, and you can see Burgess Owens, 2 blacks. And you know what? This is America. 2022 is going to be totally changed because we changed it. This was the first step for Republicans, and I know we're going to do really well on 2022.
Congresswoman-elect Malliotakis, what do you think is the #1 thing that people should know about this Freedom Force going forward? Why is it so needed right now?
Well, look, I think you guys all gave us the name, and we don't necessarily are organized in that sense. But what we are people that are united by our love for this nation. What they're going to see is a group of individuals who are going to stand up and fight back against those who are trying to bring socialism to our nation. I can tell you, as someone from New York City, it is spreading. They picked up 6 additional seats in the state legislature. They're putting up a group for the city council's election. We need to have people who are willing to fight back. And that is exactly why I ran, because I don't support dismantling our police department. I don't support dismantling our economy. I think it's very dangerous when they're talking about stacking the court and changing our election laws to undermine our election integrity. Look, we need to take this very seriously. If you look at Venezuela, No one ever thought that the richest nation in South America would be destroyed as it is today. That is what socialism is. And I think the more that people hear our stories and our experiences, they will understand that better, and they will side with us, and they will support us in this mission, because we all love this nation. We want to see it prevail, and we want to see it be preserved for future generations so they also can achieve the American dream.
All right, the winds of history coming in with both of you, and so grateful to have you on the program today. Good to see you.